here today in these beautiful gardens with Toyah Willcox. Now, you might remember Toyah from back in the 1980s when she was absolutely huge. Toyah's had a very successful career along the way and still today is extremely successful. So we're just going to have a little talk to Toyah now and just ask her a few questions. So Toyah, lovely for joining us today.
Thank you.
Your career began well over 30 years ago, so just talk to us about, was that always your dream to be a singer and actor?
Yeah, I knew from the age of 7 that I wanted to sing and act, but I grew up in Birmingham at a time before the internet, before multi-channel TV. When I was young, I was born in 1958, TV was still black and white. We didn't have heating in our house. We only had one loo, and you had 2 channels. And TV started around 5 in the afternoon. So it was a very different environment to want to be an actress and singer in to what we know today. I knew from the age of 7, I saw a film called The Sound of Music, and I so fell in love with that film that kind of persuaded me that I must follow my dream. All along, everyone told me that because I wasn't conventionally tall or beautiful or exceptional in any way, that I would never fulfill that dream. And right from the age of 7, I was telling everyone, I'm going to sing, I am going to act, I'm going to do both. And even people like dental nurses, I remember saying, oh, honey, no one does that. That will never happen. You should go and study something else. And then when I was 14 and I went to see my careers officer at school in Birmingham, and she said, what do you want to be? And I said, I'm going to act and I'm going to sing. She just laughed and she handed me leaflets on nursing and care working. There's nothing wrong with those jobs, absolutely nothing wrong with them at all. But I was so determined that I wanted to act and sing that it was almost an insult to be treated like that. But if anything, it gave me even more determination to carry on and to search for that dream.
You've also just completed a British film as well. What was your role in that?
I've just been the lead in a film called The Power of Three, which is about 3 50-year-old women who get together again on their 50th birthdays. They live in different parts of the world. One comes from South Africa, the other comes from Canada. They get together for their 50th birthday parties to reminisce on their college days because they were at college together. And they realise that what they need in their life at this point in their life is the friendship and the bond between them. And they need to reinvent themselves and have a second career. And it's about starting life again in a second career and fulfilling their ambitions. And the message is, it's just never too late to start, and it's never too late to begin again, and it is never too late to live your dreams, which is a really important message, especially today as people are being encouraged to pick up education as adults. Education is an ongoing thing, and if you want to achieve your goal, do not be afraid of going back into education, especially today when we are being encouraged to work as late as 65 and as late as 70. And the statistics today said there's something like 300,000 people, could be a little less than that, who are working at the age of 80. It might actually be 3,000 people, but that really puts the message home that if you want to work and you want to be involved in your kind of social area, there's nothing stopping you going from work other than the education and the know-how. And the fantastic thing about this country is education is there for everyone.
Mm-hmm. So inspirational messages to young people if they want to be singers or actors. Is there anything else you would give to them?
Yeah, well, I actually think we live in a very lucky age. And I'm going to start this with a kind of contradictory fact. Record companies, the way they existed 32 years ago when I started, just doesn't exist anymore. But what does exist is YouTube and the internet, and you can make your own CDs. If you've got the ability to write a song, perform that song, make a video for that song, and you really hone your craft and you have a genuine talent, then you can do it all on the internet. You may not be selling millions and millions of items, but you only need 250 regular fans to buy something off you once a month for possibly to be earning up to £500,000 a year. And that really shows the dedication of how to kind of build your name as a merchandise name, as a product name, and as a performer. And some people are doing this without ever having to perform live. So just examine the market, look at how other people are doing it, look how someone you admire is doing it, and follow their path.